How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, I got some news. I don't know how I missed it, but I want to go through it with you. So please bear with me. The Bulls have a new head coach. Johan Ackermann has been announced as the Bulls head coach for the upcoming season. So I want to break this down. Please like, subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. And let's get into it because this is a fantastic signing. Now, Johan Ackermann, I did make a video about this before. Johan Ackermann he was part of a three-man shortlist. I believe it was Franco Smith, Johan van Graan, and then Ackermann, right? Van Graan is head coach of Bath. Franco Smith is head coach of Glasgow, and Ackermann, he's currently with the junior box in the under 20 World Championship. So they are due to play the All Blacks, the baby blacks. I think they call the baby blacks, um, in the finals. Now, I think this is a good. I think this is a good signing or a good announcement for a couple of different reasons, right? So, and let's get into because I want to hear what you guys think because some people really enjoyed the that structured play, that structured defense, which ultimately ended up getting the Bulls into the finals with Leinster, which ultimately they ended up getting a good hiding by Leinster in the finals. But this signing is going to bring something a little bit different, right? It's going to bring a little bit more expansive play. It's going to bring a little bit more of that creativity. We are going to be seeing Curly Arendse. We're going to be seeing Andre Pollard. Um, you know, big players who can really start to Andre Pollard is actually joining them from Leicester this season, so it's going to be his first season back, and it's going to allow them to just have that little bit more creative freedom, right? Ackerman, he's not the kind of head coach that he's going to micromanage people. He wants them to start taking, putting their best foot forward. He wants them to start taking risks. He wants them to start becoming liable for their actions. Um, and he wants them to be more, to take control of to take control of a situation, to be able to think on the spot, make the right decisions in a moment's notice. And he doesn't want them working like robots. He wants them to be creative. He wants them to be able to play their own game, right? But as much as this is beautiful attacking flair rugby, it opens up a lot of space. It opens up a lot of gaps in your defense because you do not have that structure. It's a lot more expansive. There's a lot more mechanisms working in the same, all at the same time. They're doing different things, and sometimes that can leave gaps, right? Whereas the Bulls last year, at times they were far too closed in. They were far too defensive. There wasn't that much going forward at times, albeit sometimes they were just absolutely destructive. At other points, you just felt them lacking, right? And I think this is something that Ackerman is really going to get out of them. He's going to bring in that creative flow, that creative juices out of those backs. But it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to do with these forwards because the forwards really work very well as a structured defense. And if he's able to kind of get like this hybrid role going, have these players um, understand what he wants, I think they could really start getting the best out of him, right? Because I don't I don't think he's going in there to make massive changes, different players, things like this. He wants to try and get the best out of each individual player that's going to work best in his system, right? And I think a lot of players are going to be pretty open to it, but I think there are going to be certain players that are going to fall down, to the side. I'm actually quite interested to see how Wilco Low is going to adapt through Ackerman, who, from what I see, Wilco Low he thrives in a structured defense. So, um, I think it is going to be taking a little bit of time for him to truly get things going. properly. I cannot see him getting in and then hitting the ground running. I think it is going to end up taking a little bit of time. I think he's going to have that little bit of effort that is needed, that fall, that drop, to really start putting in those big performances. So I don't think it's going to be. I think he's going to get into a lot of trouble. At certain points, I have a feeling the fans are going to hate him for a little while. Performances are going to drop whilst these players start to understand him, his style, what he expects of him. And then I think we will see a very dominant second half of the season. So let me know what you guys think in terms of Ackermann signing. Do you think it's good? I think it is. But it's a big difference. It's a big style change and a big tactical change. So drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Please like, subscribe. As always, it really does help the channel grow. And I'll catch you later. Bye.